Welcome to Blacksburg, Virginia, home to a team that brings its lunch pail each and every game, the Virginia Tech Hokies. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Wolverines will put total leather to crank us up. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Virginia Tech's offense is on the field for the first time today. This has an old school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention. But this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
Can't hold on. He had him right. He flat dropped it. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC. Will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
The Hokies in the hurry up. Off play action. He's got his man. Just slithered through the tackle and he's got room to run. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Love that throw. I'll tell you, if he keeps making more of those, Wayne Stadium and this incredible crowd is going to be going nuts. We've called games here plenty of times in the past. This is one of the best venues in all of college football. This guy right now is heating up at the QB position. Watch out. It's going to be a sonic boom in here.
They'll go right back to the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Trying to get to it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And the Hokies decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot. The Wolverines offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. When you have a weapon like this on the outside and a guy in the secondary whose job is to take everything away, it's going to be a great matchup, guys.
It's so fun to see how you attack great safeties in the middle of the field. Are you willing to do that, or are you going to try to live on the perimeter? This offensive matchup will be great.
Yeah, normally you'd say receiver versus safety, the receiver's going to win. This safety, though, has got the speed to run with this guy, and he's going to make it interesting back there.
That's caught. It's Odom. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes,
unloads it downfield. Reels it in down the left side. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Wolverines. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that one. Nice job.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The Hokies will hustle to the line. On third down, going up top. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And the Hokies line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The running back has it. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll run play action. Quickly to the tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. This guy fits the bill, big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out, and get some first downs.
Off the play fake on first down. How about that play to get a hand? Completion.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
This time he's got it. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line is set on third down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
It's got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Coming after it. Grabbed behind the line, it's Jordan. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Hokies want to pick up the tempo.
Well, it's a nice-looking throw right there, and I'll tell you what, for Hokie quarterbacks in the past, it's not all about just hurting you with their legs. Michael Vick could kill you throwing the football. Tyrod Taylor could do it. How about this man, Jim Drunkenmiller? You just see him right now, dotting an 18-yard dig route. That's a nice-looking throw. That gives me some Drunkenmiller vibes, Pollard.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Timeout called here by the defense is the first one they've used this half. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Oh, it gave the defender the business. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
And he breaks into the open. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the 2nd level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. Quarterback keeper. And he runs it for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Michigan 21, Virginia Tech.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
Yeah, and you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. He's a one-man wrecking crew on this defensive front. This is the type of performance that can etch you in Wolverine lore forever.
Yeah, and it's a great lore to be etched in, obviously, year after year. You see so many dominant guys.
What a cut! Now he's loose. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop. Put it in play. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man. At the 35, he's got room. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Finds a soft spot in the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. And that pass picked off. Got room on the return. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. How about that D coming up with a play like that? And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
Michigan 35, Virginia Tech 7.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Dialing up a second down pass play. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. DB's right up on the receivers. On 4th down, looking to pass. Got it past the marker. Still running at the 40. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Blacksburg. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to one of the best home field advantages in football, Lane Stadium.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jones. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too? 2nd down coming up. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 4. Down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Going up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll go back to the air on second down. He's got him this time. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the ground with the back. Touchdown, Michigan! And the route is on. He'll forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And the returner will be knocked down. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Gets it out fast. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. He wants to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up in the game.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Hokies will punt this one away. Wants to bring it back. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Man, a lot of coaches. The drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Showing the arm strength to the left. It's complete. A huge pickup. Afterburners coming. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the beatdown has ensued. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Second down coming up.
Back to the ground with the running back. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Dobbs. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a crease to the left. Shows him the stiff arm. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. They'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the option. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback goes. The 11-yard line.
Second down.
This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. Quick strike complete. Oh, he gave him a dead leg. At the 40, there he goes. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up this.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Line getting set on 2nd down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Quickly complete.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Offense gets set for second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Kennedy. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
To the air on first down. He looks that one in nicely. Smashes through the tackle. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Looking to move it through the air. They're working that left side.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they...
The freshman able to get home with the sack. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. This is a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Wide out in motion. Quarterback checking off. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And the offense comes up short on third down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on fourth down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Lets it fly. Snags it on the right. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but just live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. Oh, it's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And the pass falls incomplete on the fake field goal, and I'm not sure they'll go back to that one again. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can